Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. What's going on, everybody? I'm pulling up my monitor, so I'm buying a little bit of time and I'm letting everyone come into the room. It's Monday and I'm here before 12 o'clock. Today is Martin Luther King Day. And I'm on full mom duty. And girl, I've already put up 2 videos. I had a premiere on one channel. I got another one coming up. Call number 7 and 8, you're not going to want to miss. If you are about that take the trip down memory lane life at 1:30, you're not going to want to miss that because I mean, it's all relevant. Don't let Squeaky out here, Miss Squeaky Ponytail out here tell you anything different. She just doesn't want us all up in her tea and figuring out this whole thing. Okay. Don't let Squeaky block you from knowing what you need to know. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And for any of you guys wondering, I will be live on Love Lies and Lace Fronts a little bit later. I just had to shift my schedule around just because number one, there was a need. Number two, we had Sam's pickup. My daughter's home all day. So, it just seemed more appropriate at this moment. I had to make an executive decision. Okay. So good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day so far. Go ahead and handle that business with this pleasure. Okay. Handle that business and go ahead and hit on that like button. Guys, we are talking about Ernesto Williams. If you did not know, sir has been in Cobb County over 500 days and he's got court. He's got court like what in about another 20 some days. It's gonna still be a minute before he gets his bond. But Sir was salty and mad because he got Sonia on the phone, or rather he got his friend Dre on the phone with Dion, and I don't think he didn't get the answers that he wanted and he was feeling some type of way. So that being said, this call is him circling back to Boothang after he talked to Dre and Dion and then Dre alone. And I think Dre was giving him some feedback that made him feel like he wasn't going to get what he wanted. And Nesto seems to be the type of person that he has been spoiled a lot. I guess by women and the people around him. Maybe he's used to kind of strong arming people to getting what he wants, having things go in his direction. But right now, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's happening that way. It seems like he's having to do a lot of dry begging. He's having to do a lot of finessing and a lot of talking to try to get people to sway in his favor. But he's still sitting in Cobb County, and it's quite possible he might get his bonds on everything. It's possible. But we don't know if he's going to be able to get that money up to do what he feels like he needs to do. Because if that money is not right, he's going to be sitting there with bond and sitting because he'll have his bonds. But as far as being able to afford the bonds to pay for him to actually get out, and then not to mention, guys, don't forget that he has a detainer in Henry County, and we don't know what shenanigans Henry County has waiting for him there because he could get out, go over to Henry County, be delivered in the sheriff's car over to Henry County, and they might make him sit over there too. Girl, he was dry begging. Okay, let's get into it. So we remember the call where Dion and Dre were talking. Now, someone came to me in the comments and was like, "Can't you tell he's talking about Shirley? Because Shirley's head was all messed up and this, that, and the third." Now, there's a reason why Sonia was mad the night before last, Saturday night, and she stated something about Nesto and Dre, and everyone was talking bad about her. So I look. let me tell you something. The main person who knows what they were talking about was Nesto. Um, to me, the things he said about someone's head being all messed up and not, talking about $1 million and this, that, and the third. It could have been. Look, you could take the calls either way. Um, I am not professing to be a Nesto expert. I'm over here listening to the calls just like you guys are, but it seemed like Sonya was pissed for a reason. And if is Nesto being two-faced with her, it's possible. Because I see Nesto as the type of man who's gonna do what he wants to get what he wants. And if he's using her, um, he knows good and well that Dre is not team Sonya. Dre, it's not even so much that Dre is not team Sonya. Dre is team Shirley, right? So I am not an historian. I mean, if there is such a thing, maybe I'm close to it because I've been following this since, pretty much day one. However, at the end of the day, we are sitting having conversations and interpreting, right? And that's it, and having a good time. That's also what we want to do, is have fun with it. It's not all about like I'm right, you're wrong, whatever, whatever, whatever. We're here to have a good time. At the end of the day, if there's some serious Nestorian commentary going on, this ain't it. Okay, because we about the kikis and the fulala around here, and having a good time, right? So that's the main thing. We're having a good time. If you that serious about the facts, this might frustrate you over here. I'm gonna just say it like that. Okay, girl, it's a great time. Okay, period. You want to vote? What do you want to vote about, boo boo? Drop the nature of the vote, and I'm, you know what I mean, like I'm in just that kind of a mood today, so we can do that. So you drop the nature of the vote. And now, um what else did we need to talk about? I said we were going to go over there and listen to Shirley's Strawberry Letter. Girl, we going to listen to the YouTube streets. I Had a Dream speech by Shirley Luther King, okay, on today. So after we finish this, Dre, and so we might be here for a minute. I might have to push back that premiere. I might need to push it back. What do you think, to 2 o'clock? That way you guys are covered the whole day. I don't think everyone's at work, but if you're like a state employee or a teacher, you're probably not at work. Depending on your company, you might not be at work. But I might need to push back this premiere. Maybe I'll push it back to 2:30. Let me push it back to 2:30. I don't think we're not going to be that long, because um Boo Boo gonna be up in here in a minute and be like, "Mom, when are you getting off the computer?" So let me handle this business. Let me push it back to 2:30. That way we know we have plenty of time for the shenanigans. And then later I will be live on Love Lies and Lace Fronts for some mom drama. Okay. There's a mom out here, girl, she cannot sit her behind down. And good thing she has a good baby daddy, because sis is gone a lot, and she just got a boyfriend who has no kids and gave her one of those unlimited buddy passes so they can go run around and go do whatever they want. And ma'am is acting like a complete fool out here. So we're gonna talk about that in later, okay, in later news. Okay. Another mom who is sick on that deal. Okay. Put your headphones on, because sis, you know what I'm saying? Like, put your headphones on, because I might say words like deal. Okay, so if you got little ones in the mist, no, you're off today. Okay, very good, very good. Okay. Okay. Let me share my screen. Girl, let's hope that the internet is cooperating today. Think on that deal. Shirley was sick on it. Shirley had Auntie Rona version of sick on it. And Sonya is damn sick on it. Okay. Sonya is sick. Shirley was sick. The real estate agent was sick. The teacher was sick. Girl, everybody was sick. Um, If Sonia says one more time that this damn thing was civil, it's civil. He's got an attorney. She's not criminal. She'd be better civil. This woman doesn't even have a paralegal certificate. She's not even a legal secretary that can get paid $20 an hour. Sonia came to Atlanta trying to get jobs at law firms and they offered her $12. She probably was being offered, like, can you arrange the magazines and get coats and coordinate the conference rooms? They maybe gave her like a junior office coordinator to order office supplies, arrange magazines, and set up conference rooms. Like, not even a receptionist, like the assistant to the receptionist. Who's getting paid $12? Either a child or it's and you already know it's a basic job. So don't be insulted if you're out here listening and you get paid $12. It might be more of like an entry level ish type job. But considering that Sonia says that she's like senior level paralegal and you're getting paid $12 or being offered $12, they didn't see the value in your skill set, ma'am. They did not see it. Or you applied for something that was set at $12 and you were trying to make it into more, and then you wanted to be insulted because they offered you the value of the job that they need to have done. Does that make sense? Okay. Because I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. There's just some jobs that are valued at a certain, it's not necessarily them paying you your value. It is the value of the particular job and the skill set that they need for it. You might come with advanced skills, but they're not paying for that. They just want you to bring what they need you to bring, right? And if you are a doctor, but you want to do that job, well, then that's your business, right? So you guys get it, right? Okay, let's get into it. Now, all the information for the video that we're getting ready to watch is in the description box. So that is there. This is Ernesto talks about Convo with Dre and his marriage to Shirley. And this is on Phone Calls from Prison. This is a YouTube channel we love to watch. And again, this is the follow-up. He actually was talking to Sonia regarding the conversation, and Sonia was expressing herself. Sonia was expressing herself. Sonia had plenty to say about everybody. And Sonia seems, Sonia and Nesto are very much alike. And I'm gonna tell you why. Sonia does not mind speaking on other people, and we know that Nesto doesn't mind speaking on people and their families. These two are very much alike. Sonia wants Nesto all to herself. And Nesto likes to have the people that he is involved with all to himself. He doesn't mind separating people from the people that they are in relationship with. And today, on call number 7 and 8, specifically call number 7, you're going to hear him. Is that call number 7? Or was it call number 8? It might be 7. It's between the two of them. He talks about the reason why Sheridan don't like him. Okay? He talks about why Sheridan don't like him and that Shirley knows, and he told Shirley, allegedly, this is what he says to Sonia. He alleges in this call that he told Shirley that he doesn't trust her daughter. So you'll hear that later on this afternoon. I just bumped it to 2:30 just because it's almost 12 o'clock. But this call's only 27 minutes, but we might be a minute. Okay. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Nesto belongs to Fulton County. He belongs to the streets. And Sonia, with your silly behind, you sound so stupid saying it's Roswell. It's not their jurisdiction. It's Roswell. Look, at the end of the day, Roswell is in Fulton County, you weirdo. Okay. You sound really, really dumb because the fact that it's a city or it's a township, it's in the county. And the individual city obviously doesn't have its own court system. So it's the county seat. that where the judicial system lies in that particular municipality. So you sound stupid thinking that they're going to have some court case in Roswell. Roswell is not its own little small county seat where it has its own judicial system. All of the due process occurs in the county, not in the city. So they have their police department, but she just sounds dumb saying these things. And then she's talking about the teacher and that the real estate agent, and saying that the RV was purchased in Kentucky. That's not the full weight of the allegations. She gave him money. So for the theft of services, that didn't necessarily happen. The money laundering allegedly happened in Kentucky when he took that woman's money and purchased an RV and then flipped the RV and took the RV credit and the money for the Mercedes and purchased that in Kentucky. That's debatable. But unless they find that there was a crime in Kentucky, but in terms of him potentially swindling and conning her out of $191,000, that took place in Atlanta. And the fact that you continue to want to get it wrong and mix up the details and confuse stupid slow people on this internet, it just makes you look bad, because at the end of the day, that's what it seems like you're doing. You're just trying to confuse the ill-informed and the slow, because the people who can read and understand get it. And we see what you're doing. Like, we see what you're doing and you sound dumb. So you can try to scramble the details all you want, but it's not helping. Okay. I just needed to say my piece on that, because on top of everything else, listening to the calls, listening to old calls, her going live on the internet, she's trying to scramble the ill-informed and people who are just not getting it, or who are open to having their mind changed like her. And don't be fooled. If you made it here, this is the Don't Be Fooled podcast. Don't be fooled by that. Okay. If you know what you know and you hear what you hear, don't allow someone like a Sonya, who is capping for that ass at period. For Ernesto, she wants that man out so bad that she will say and do whatever she needs to do. And that's just my opinion. That's just the way I see it. Sis will do whatever she got to do to get that man out. And at the end of the day, he can't afford it. And even if he gets the money to get out of Fulton County, he's going to be taking a nice ride over to Henry County. Okay. Okay. We're gonna. Oh, let's.
Ernesto tells Sonia about his talk with Dre. Take a listen.
She's such a hater.
Huh?
Yeah. Hello.
I,
How you feel?
I was feeling all right for a minute, then I called my other best friend, the man, trying to get the telephone numbers and everything.
Um, a grown man who's 50 some years old who speaks in best friendism. This guy is ridiculous. Okay. Okay. It's just absolutely insane that he's constantly talking about a best friend. Let me thank our sis, Blue Sapphire. Sis, are you a Virgo? Because that is my birthstone as a card carrying banner. I got the t-shirt, all of the things, Virgo. Blue Sapphire is it. And welcome, 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 sis. Thank you so much for making it official and supporting what we're doing over here. Thank you so much. Okay.
Things he gonna look when he get back home on his other phone. Then start talking all kind of like disappointing. Like I'm like, man, I got to get off the fucking phone with you.
All right.
He sound like everybody else.
Oh yeah. No, well, you know what? You got to go by what you know.
So he's mad because he spoke to Dre. So remember, this was like a couple days ago. It was Dre and Dion on the phone. And then it went to just Dre on the phone. And Dre started, "Hey Glorious, hey everyone. I did not say individual hellos, but hello, Bougie Gang. Happy Monday, y'all. Good morning, KK. Good morning to everyone. Jay Breezy, Glorious, Miss Aja Les, everybody, all the gang stars. Good morning." and good afternoon. So Dre and Dion were on the phone and basically letting Nesto know what was going on out here and on the internet, right? And then he and Dre talked individually, and Dre had a lot of questions about the CP charges, SA, more so the CP. He had some questions, and Nesto started to get a little pissed. You could tell in the tenor and the vigor of the conversation that Nesto had a little bit, he was getting a little bit salty about the way Dre was questioning him. So this is the call after he talked to Dre, and he's basically running back in his bitch assness way to tell Sonya what happened and how he was unable to convert his bestie Mark that he asked for $10,000 by basically saying that he has some $400,000 somewhere in assets, and he was going to try to liquidate those assets, get someone to go pick them up. I'm assuming to try to pay him back. I don't really know what the point in talking about $400,000 was, other than to maybe make him think he was going to get his money back sooner than later. I do not know. But so this is him talking to Sonya, and Sonya basically, Sonya don't have no love for nobody, but it's funny that she has everybody's phone number and is still talking to everybody. But now people can really know how because this is a call we needed to hear too. This is a call Dre needed to hear. This is a call Dion needed to hear. This was a very important call, because if they didn't know that the same way they feel about her, just know she feels the same way about y'all. Just as much as y'all talk about her, she's talking about y'all.
No,
And
no,
I'm
we
talking
here.
about Dion and Dre
Yeah.
and Lamont.
He sounds so disgusting. But man, you gotta take a ride, man. So we could talk about, this animal and child molestation shit. What the fuck is you talking about?
Oh my God. I was like, dude, how about it ain't mine? Shit.
Yeah, I say, what the fuck is you talking about? Oh man, it's all on the line. It's not, man, your name just so ragged out here now, man. Just who gives a fuck who got what going on? I don't pay that shit no attention.
I
I
don't pay
don't
that
know
shit no
you sound
attention.
like a kid.
No, he's my age. He's 2 years.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he a type. He one of the type. He look at the blogs and he listen at what the blogs be saying.
Mhm.
Yeah, he
So his
knows.
man get on there and they start talking mad shit. It's such an exaggeration.
Huh?
Everything that's on them blogs is such an exaggeration, and because they trying to get everybody to watch their shit, so they say little things
Right.
outside of it here and there, and then the
Yeah,
titles be fucked up.
yeah. I explained that to him. I said, do you remember when I was out and you was asking all these questions about these other stars? And what did I tell you? I said, man, don't listen to that shit. I don't pay that shit no attention. Still on it. Well, they say speed. I said, man, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Am I guilty? Am I guilty? Oh, we gonna see. Cause I kept saying, why didn't he answer the phone?
What you been? You had the wrong ride. That's not the one that was supposed to send you money, was it?
So Dre said for him to call him back, and Nesto's calling and he didn't answer the phone. Number one, he's answering the phone. He's not answering the phone because maybe he's busy. Maybe he's picking up a load. Maybe he's out here making coin so that if he did decide to help you, he can help you. People out here who live foul and know that they are overextending themselves on people, they feel some type of way when all of a sudden you don't start answering the phone, but maybe you're just busy. It's possible he was just trying to get from point A to point B and going to call him back. It's quite possible Dre needed a minute to think, but sometimes you got to let people know, hey, you know what? Give me a day. I need to think on this. I'm very much like, if I'm not sure I want to do something, it doesn't mean that it's a no, but I just need a minute to process on. It could be 1 to 20 different levels. I don't know. I'm a Virgo. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'm Virgoing, right? So I need a minute to think, right? And make my own decision and not feel like I'm being influenced or doing something that I really don't want to do. Okay. People need a minute. And if you keep calling to harass me to campaign for what you want and try to make me feel bad because I have resources and you don't, or your ass is up in jail. Like, at the end of the day, just because Nesto was there for Dre once upon a time and he says, I was there for you, maybe he's going to say something about him helping Dre get a job. But at the end of the day, did you have to come out your pocket? You gave a good word for him to get a job and he's still associated with that company today. Good. That just shows that he's a working man and he took that referral and made it into him being, I think he's an owner operator now, whatever the case might be. Your ass is the one 20, 30 years later sitting in the fucking clink, still doing the same shit you were doing when he met you. So what does that say about you, Nesto? Like, you think he needs to be so grateful? 30 years on a job or a 30-year good relationship doesn't have anything to do with you, Nesto. That has everything to do with Dre and his work ethic and his responsibilities and doing what he needed to do. Nesto is he's so much like in his ego. He's really a brat. He's such a brat.
It's Bond.
Yeah. He asked me
You
that.
called him? Oh.
Yeah. He said you got a bond yet? I said, what did the thing say? It said 800, bro. I said, I already looked up. I wasn't even supposed to be having none that high. You ain't do your research. You just listen.
I don't care. Hey.
So I said, listen, man, I'm not gonna call you no more. I see you. It's two things. I'm gonna be dead or free. Free or dead. That's what I'm going for. That's it. We'll holler at you. Okay. Well, how you doing?
I'm fine.
So he's mad because Dre, maybe, you know what? Sometimes people just need to say too, you know what? I don't have the money. I know Dre has 2 or 3 kids. He got an ex-wife. He might just not have the money. It doesn't mean he's broke, but as far as let me just go and take $10,000 out of my account or let me commit to $40,000 and I don't know if I'm going to get it back. Sometimes people don't have it like that. I mean, I don't think that everyone has it like that. I'm not saying that no one has it like that, but in this broke ass circle of people that we hear, including Shirley and her very well compensated behind, she don't have it like that either because she owes everybody left and right. Sis has been carrying on for a couple of decades doing the least, spending money on clothes, handbags, hair, shoes, and this man. And ma'am is heavily in debt with garnishments from the federal government to the state to paying back property management companies after evictions, after short pays on real estate, all kinds of stuff. These people are cash poor broke. Okay.
I talked to your son.
Oh, you talked to him? Oh, okay.
He called me.
He returned it back.
Yeah, he said he's still going through his case with that shooting, so he's been, really concentrating on that.
You guys know Dion had some legal trouble, right? Dion was over there walking through the mall and there was an attempted robbery. Dion was packing a firearm. He is a ex-convict felon who is not to have, I mean, you're not allowed to have a firearm if you have not a criminal background, but you have a felony. And apparently he was not either, that wasn't the stipulations on him firing in a store. Sir has his own court case that he's going through right now. So he's got problems. But yes, Sonia is talking all the tea on a recorded line. Okay.
You'll never text me how you doing. You gotta start asking me how I'm doing first. I was like, oh my.
What?
I'm not. Oh my God. He drinking the water. Oh my God. I'm like, she's such a girl. Like, okay.
I don't understand. I don't understand that whole thing. You're such a girl. Like, I don't care. How do you feel comfortable saying that? Like, that's Nesto's damn near best friend's son. They talk to each other. What up, player? What up? Da, 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 what up? So Dion saying you need to check me first before you start laying in and asking for things or questions. And she's basically bitchifying him by saying because he checked her on some, I guess, courtesy or aren't we friends or family or whatever due to the father. And she's just like, ew, you're such a girl. I don't care, dude. I'm just so basically, Dion needed to know that. Dion stays in the bushes. He likes to listen to the blogs. Sis doesn't give a fuck about you. She's only reaching out to you on the strength of her dad. So in case you thought for a minute you and Sonia were building up some sort of a relationship like you and Shirley, I would stick with Shirley. We've never heard Shirley talk bad about Dion. That's what I know.
Here, dude, give me the numbers. That's all I can. Not sure if you don't let it. I said, that's fine. Give me the numbers. She said, okay, I'll get the numbers. I said, get them for me. Don't worry about all of that. My PI said if you can get them, so don't worry about it.
Okay, did you get him?
Well, that was like 20 minutes ago with him.
Huh?
He just called me 20 minutes ago about that.
20 minutes ago.
Yeah, he was driving. He said he was gonna call me back when he finished, when he parked, wherever he was going. He's gonna call me back.
So he never got the numbers in.
No, but he said he's gonna give them to me. But that was like 20 minutes ago. But the other person said they called me like 5 o'clock this morning talking to me. I'm like, God damn, why do you call like 5 in the morning? Weird hours.
That means
he in New York. He out of town. He in New York.
Man,
he in New York. Your wife never called back. She never responded. I said, okay. What can you get? Just see what you can get. I love him.
He lying.
I'm a help. I'm a help, Sonya. I'm a help. I'm okay.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I put you guys on mute. When you start talking about multiple thousands of dollars, you got to be kidding. And what I was saying when I was on mute, I'm sorry. I keep putting my phone on mute because if Portia starts barking, you understand, right? So my bad on that. But Dre was in the Dre is working. That's number one. And Dion was shopping with money that obviously wasn't for his dad because if Dion hasn't even sent $1 to his dad, if Dion didn't even bother to transfer the money that Dre sent him to send to his father, Dion's not helping. The only help that Dion is doing is talking on the phone. He's talking on the phone, he's shooting the shit, but as far as sending money to his dad, he's not helping. Dion clearly has money to go shopping. Lamont is living his best life and Dre is working. Sonia is running her mouth. She don't have anything. All she has is telephone money. So I don't know who's adding to the man's commissary, but he needs to stop getting mad at people who are living their life. Let me see. Um girl. Let me see this comment right here. Okay, comment. Nesto didn't have all that mouth during the call. He sure didn't. He was kissing ass and boss, can I have $100 for did he say cosmetic? I was like, did he say cosmetics or did he mean to say toiletries? Toiletries and snacks and soups. He better say some zoom zooms and some wham whams. Cosmetics? What does that mean? You don't shave. You're not cutting your hair. What do you need? What is cosmetics? Soap and body wash? Can't they send him soaps and body wash through Amazon? Me personally, I would, and I guess everything in jail is commodity, but I would rather just put in an order and send it to him rather than like put money on the books because I don't know if the man's gambling, buying hooch or what, but I guess you can trade anything in jail for anything. So let me see this other comment real quick. She has no money to help him. Nesto is broke scammer. I'm so glad Dre, Lamont, Dion, and Shirley know without a doubt this dude is a super creep now. Yeah, and it's just, you know what? On top of all of that, money is hard to come by. And people have to work, whether you have a very hard, difficult job or not. There's just a certain amount of bullshit that we all have to deal with to collect these coins. And asking someone to separate with a large amount of like $40,000 to me is a swimming pool. Okay. You can't come ask me for a swimming pool in my backyard at all. Only person who could stand to get something like that is anyone who resides up under this roof. Okay, that's it. If you don't reside up under this roof, you can't get that at all ever. Period. Okay? I don't have it because what we do up under this roof is for who resides up under this roof. You know what I'm saying? I just that's just how I feel. Okay? Let me see what else you guys are saying. I just, Dre, I think seems like he works hard every day. Every time he calls, he's relaxing. He's getting ready to go to work. This man is over 50 years old. I'm sorry. Asking a grown ass person for that amount of money is ridiculous because you could put that money in a very good investment and have $100,000 4 or 5 years from now. Giving that money to Nesto, you could give $40,000 and buy a foreclosed property that needs to be rehabbed and put some more money in it and maybe have a property valued at $250,000 or $300,000. You could buy a dilapidated nothing. Okay. And if you are into investment properties, you can have a very nice return on an investment, either with a group of people or a company that you do your like. There's any number of things that you can do with $40,000 that you will see exponential growth within a year, 5 years, 10 years. There is no growth opportunity in giving someone bail money that is already a convicted felon that may or may not have any means of paying you back. There's no growth in that. So the best thing to do, like I've said a million times, Dre, get yourself on an auto draft, send that man about $75 to $100 a month, and that way he can't even speak on you. Just, hey, India, what's going on? Just send him a little bit of commissary and some phone money, and that's it, and be done. Be done. That way you don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm straight on that. I'm good on that. That's why I keep saying I'm straight on that because it's a constant letdown. So I don't really want to do all that. Because
I gotta get it though.
But I just wonder how many people you let down. You're in jail right now for theft of services, theft by deception. How many people have you let down, Nesto? How many people did you take money from that expected you to return something back to them? How many women were you involved with that you were serving up that dick and they gave you money because you were over here trolling and begging for money for services, like I don't really feel bad for the real estate agent because she already knew that he was a buster. He was a damn scrub. He was out here begging for money, and she met up with him years later and he was still doing the same thing, but ma'am thought in her mind that he had changed, and then she ended up giving him the total of $191,000, which was very dumb. And it's unfortunate that she has to deal with that situation, but she's going to have to eat this embarrassment, unfortunately, because that was a dumb move. He was a bugaboo and he was a dry beggar when you met him. And now you sitting up here getting your name drug across the internet and people knowing how foolish you were, asking this man to help you find some real estate and you a whole real estate agent. Like, make it make sense.
Yeah, that's okay. And yeah. So anyway, so I talked to my other one. He's like, so he said, man, you got some money? I said, yeah, I got a little something. My folks look out for me the best you can. Oh man, what about your son? Why he can't sing that? I had to listen to that. Everybody got to tell me the same thing. Why this person? Why this? Why this? Why this? Listen, I done gave that help to all these folks. If they don't want to do nothing, they don't want to do nothing. I can't make nobody do shit.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Yeah. So it is what it is. I ain't talking to him no more. I ain't talking to nobody right now. I'm talking to you. That's it. You gave me some hope, but other than that, that shit on the internet got everybody fucked up out there. It got you fucked up.
Nesto, it doesn't matter if Nesto gets a bond. Nesto's not getting out. Nesto doesn't have the money. He has a $700,000 bond on one of the cases. And then we'll have to pull up Fulton County. I'll pull it up in a minute while we're listening and just add up where he's at right now. Even if he were to get a reduction in bond to the total of, I'm going to even just venture to guess, let's say $150,000, $200,000. Nobody is purchasing. When you purchase a bond for 10%, you are buying, you don't get that money back. The only way you get money back is if someone puts up a cash bond and then it is returned after the case, right? But as far as going and purchasing from a bail bondsman, that's a wrap on that. That money is gone. No one is putting up $15,000, $20,000 for him. And nobody's putting up the full amount for him either. All this talking and running his mouth he's done on the internet, he has created a situation where people don't want to have nothing to do with him.
But they got everybody out there on some weirdo shit to me.
I didn't read into it because I know you, so I didn't read into it. I know it's a lot of hype.
You didn't read into it because you are a pick-me-ass, middle-aged, thirsty somebody who moved from Miami to be closer to this bum. That's why you didn't read into it, because you don't give a fuck what this guy has done. You are one of these chicks who wants to win so bad and take someone's place so bad and prove your worth so bad that you will do whatever you need to do to be close to what you think is a winning situation. And this guy is a bum, which shows how much of a loser you are, because he's not a winner. He's nobody that anybody wants to have anything to do with, but you can't even see that.
Yeah, go with that shit. Like anything on TV and internet is just saying, and then the things they were saying, I know differently. So I knew everybody kept adding to the story. If you listen to 5 of them, you can see that it's they're adding to it. They keep saying something a little more exaggerated to make it seem like, oh, listen to my vlog because I'm saying this about them,
Right. Well, I just I'll holler at you when I get out, man. Every time you get out there and you be there, that's fine. Yeah, now that I'm cute more, I'm just gonna I'm okay. So I'm straight. Other than that, I'm good.
They act like 20-year-olds. Goddamn, really?
Listen, man, that internet.
You can't be this old and not know about life.
Listen, this internet shit, it's entertainment to these people. It's entertainment to them. And I'm that close to them.
Apparently, it's news. It's real to them, because if you're taking it like that and not even thinking about the person.
No, I'm not even concerned about that. I'm good. I got to keep my mind out the gutter. That's all it is. Trying to keep me off balance on what's going on. You got me on balance, so I'm gonna stay on. I got to stick with that. You got me on track. You'll give me a lot of valuable information. So now I
I
understand.
know.
I mean, I think the fact that Dre talks to him, Dre doesn't want to separate with his money. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, but Nesto is a buster ass scrub. He's so used to taking money from people. He thinks that money is easy to come by when you actually are earning your money. And also, what he doesn't understand, the man may have a truck note, he has to run a business, he may have a mortgage, he got an ex wife, he got big kids. I mean, $40,000, $50,000 is a lot of money. That's not just a drop in the bucket. And even if he has it to give, he may not want to have it to lose. It's not a guarantee. Nesto has no assets. What can you give me that I can hold on to? Is there some jewelry somewhere? Is there something that I can have to liquidate to get my money back? No, you can't have that kind of money. No. Hell to the no. Absolutely not. And then Sonya's over here talking about they act like they're 20-year-olds. What the fuck do you have, bad bitch? Where's your cash? Where's your money? Where's your stocks? Where's your real estate? Where's your account? Where are you getting money from? What are you doing? She got to be out of her mind. She sits up there and talks about people not having or not doing, and you're not doing anything but running your mouth. And then he feels bad and feels let down. And it's just the entitlement for me that these two broke bums think that everybody needs to pony up cash for them.
I'm the blessing.
Yes, you are the motherfucking blessing. You damn straight.
And she's
I
sitting
never
over
thought
there
that.
damn babysitting. What does Sonya do for money? It seems like she's a damn nighttime babysitter.
I was thinking the other night, I never thought you'd be the one finna save my motherfucking life. I never thought that in a million words. I never thought you would be the one. So I appreciate that. Really. I hear you trying to make me feel
Yeah.
like a cold villain out there. A cold villain.
I know, it's ridiculous. Tell you what your brother was like. We can't bring such and such in.
Girl, she said on the live stream that she did on Saturday night that she has a PI. I don't know if you didn't hear that, but yesterday, when did I put up part 2 of her was that yesterday? Part 2 of her live stream. Yeah. Um if you didn't watch it or you watched it, my commentary on it, I posted it yesterday, but probably middle to the end, she was talking about that she has a PI. For what? I don't know. But I guess she's running her own investigation. She's ridiculous.
Because that's gonna want everything.
She's running an investigation, has a PI, and she doesn't even know that that Roswell is in Fulton County. She's a dummy. She lies.
I was like, well, what? Ruin his marriage. I was like, ain't nobody thinking about the marriage right now. I said we think about his freedom and his life. That's what your boy said, right, your brother.
He said what?
I was like,
You can't bring what in?
the female, other female. You know, that's your
I
witness
don't give
to
a fuck
everything.
about that
But
shit.
your witness to all your stuff. And I was like, right. That's why I said that's not important right now. I said, right now, what we're focusing on is his freedom. We ain't really focusing on the marriage.
So the witness, the female that's witness to all your stuff, is he talking about Shirley? Because he said Shirley was his witness the last couple calls. So let's just wind that back.
The female. Said right, your brother.
He said what?
I was like,
So the brother said,
right now. I said, we marriage. I was like,
so she's ruining his marriage.
I was like, well, what? Ruining his marriage. I was like, ain't nobody thinking about the marriage right now. I said, we think about his freedom and his life. That's what your boy said, right, your brother.
He said what?
I was like,
You can't bring what in?
the female, other female. You know, that's
Man,
your
I don't
witness
give
to
a fuck
everything.
about none of that
But
shit.
your witness to all your stuff. And I was like, right. That's why I said that's not important right now.
You see how dirty she is trying to implicate either she's trying to implicate Shirley or she's trying to implicate Erica King, but I feel like she's saying two different things. She's saying Dre said you're trying to ruin his marriage, and Nesto says, what, hold up, he's trying to ask a question. Of course, she runs right all over him and doesn't listen and doesn't want to address, doesn't want to let him speak. And then she says something about the woman who witnessed everything. Like, it's like, damn, shut up. You think the other person may be Lamont? Well, Lamont was already implicated because he called up one of the victims talking about he was Josh Jones from Jones and Jones. But the other person who he was talking to, yeah, because his two besties, his two brothers, which would be Lamont and Dre, and then obviously Dion, his son. Where's Sonia get PI money? Girl, she's a liar. She's not a reliable narrator. She's the unreliable narrator. You guys can hear me now, right? Y'all, we are way back. Hold on a second. Okay. Nesto didn't have that mouth during the call. Girl, I am way behind in these comments. Okay. 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 Let me go to what's current because I was way behind. Okay. Yeah. I had you guys on mute because of girl Josh Jones from Jones and Jones. There's no sound. Oh, somebody must be far behind. Glorious, you must be behind, boo boo. We're live, and I think you guys can hear me right now, right? Let me make sure.
I said, right now, what we're focusing on is freedom. We ain't really focusing on the marriage. If the marriage survives, it survives. If it doesn't, it survives.
Surviving that shit. Oh, I don't know what these folks living in the fucking fantasy world or something. That shit. Oh, listen, man. Ain't nobody gonna look at the one thing about it is anybody ain't. Man, listen. When certain people put stuff in your head.
And I wasn't sure because look at it this way. They talk about everyone so interchangeably. It's hard to determine, are you talking about Dre? Dre's like, so and so said this, and then so and so said that, and then the person said you ruined everything. It's like, okay, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? And then I can kind of figure out what they're talking about. But it's very much up in the air trying to, because I mean, first of all, these people are imbeciles. Okay. They are a bunch of fucking stupid ass individuals, and then trying to figure out their code. I mean, it's absolutely almost impossible. But yes, so the person who witnessed everything could be Erica King, but he also named Shirley as his number one witness alibi. So I guess it's debatable on who he was talking to at that moment, but either way, the bottom line is this: ain't nobody coming through with no cash. If you can't even get $250 for a consultation and you can't get $10,000 for an attorney, he's not going to be able to get $10,000, $20,000 to get his butt out of jail. Not to mention, like I said, the minute he gets out, he's going to take a long ride over to Henry.
It's hard to get that shit out your head. You know what I'm saying? That shit, anybody put some crazy.
You say that now. Let me see.
Who say that?
Turn around and see how it works. No. You say this. Look, this is how I feel. Person always get mad and they get upset and they say what they want to say when they're mad, right? No, listen.
She won't shut the fuck up. It's like Sonya's the type of female that likes to be handled. Sonya needs someone to for the two times tell her to shut the fuck up. No, I said, and you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone doesn't like to be all aggressive like that. But when you got people who don't know how to shut their mouth, they need a good dose of STFU. If you don't STFU right now, okay, yes, please hit the like button for me, guys. Send me up into that algorithm. Don't be like that. Okay. I'm sure Bougie Gang isn't being like that. It's just they just hadn't had a chance to hit that button yet. But yeah, that does help me, you know? Okay. It helps. Let me pull my monitor up because let me see. Wow, 900 and then 316 likes. So less than 50%. Okay. Um hold up. Oh, thank you, Boo Boo. I know you did, girl. Make beauty forever, girl. Your name has been up and down the YouTube streets all weekend, huh? Sonia has main character syndrome. She does. She does. She's got side chick amnesia, right? She is a side chick who is forgetting her place. Okay. She has she is let me think of some more stuff. Okay, that part. They have their own love language. They do. Okay, let's get back into it. Let's hear what else is going on because this is absolutely two broke fools talking to each other.
I'm calling to vent to you.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm calling to vent to
You
you.
don't.
I can't call you. That's why.
What?
You called me, but I can't call you. So you can't say that.
Yeah, okay.
I can't call you. So when I call you, don't pick up the phone.
Well, let me say what I got to say. And I'm
Go
telling you
ahead,
the same way I
sir.
told my boy today. He asked me, "Are you gonna come home and try to save your marriage?" I said, "Let me say this, man, to you. She told you straight out her mouth, do not answer no calls coming from me or make any more calls for me through you for her. She told you that. You're not listening. Your ex-wife told me the same thing about you, nigga. Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
She said, you can call me, but don't let him call me. Don't call me no more about him. She said that about you. Now, this woman said the same thing about.
So remember a couple of days ago, I guess it was the call with Dre, and he said I heard the same thing from Camille. And I was like, who in the hell is Camille? Well, Camille must have been Dre's ex-wife. When he threw out that name, Camille. Camille must have been the ex-wife.
Me. Don't get it twisted. I'm not finna get out here and deal with somebody I gotta look sideways. That shit is over. We already discussed that. The 13 is gone. I'm just waiting on some paperwork to hit, if that hit. Other than that, I'm not trying to do all that. I'm not. It's done. Yeah, I really tell me on the internet talking about what I'm doing. So I don't really care about that. That shit, I gotta think about what the fuck I'm finna do at 60. I'm not finna be pushing no goddamn buggy at no Walmart. I'm not finna be doing
Mm-hmm.
that. Okay. And then you already sound like did you do it? We gotta take a ride and discuss this. You
What?
told me. That's what he told me today. We gotta take a ride and discuss this child stuff. Nigga, you
Oh
around me 30.
no! But this is when it comes into play when people don't understand character.
It's not that. Dre is asking him straight up because he's like, man, if they don't have anything, why are they holding you for so long? At this point, it's been over a year. Nesto has been in jail since July 7th, 22. So Dre is like, what's really going on? Like, what do they have, not have? Why is this so complicated? And that's his right if he doesn't, it doesn't mean that he doesn't love him and doesn't care about him as a friend, but maybe he just doesn't want to invest in the shit show. And that's his right. And it's just so funny. There's always any of you guys think for just a moment, someone who doesn't have shit, they are always so quick to want to separate people from their money. And I don't care how much money, how much extra money, how much disposable income someone has. I'm sorry. People that have money are very much kind of like, what do you need it for? When am I going to get it back? Did we not see when let me think of who was it? Um oh God. When Dame Dash wanted his money back from the guy. Um you guys know what I'm talking about. Girl, Dame Dash was not playing with him. He wanted his $1 million back. He gave homie $1 million And it was all over TMZ, the Shade Room, everything. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Dame Dash was like, oh, hell no, Lee Daniels. Lee Daniels, you finna pay me my money back, motherfucker. Okay. And this man had $1 million to loan, but he didn't have $1 million to give. And he was going to get on every social media until you give me my money back, sir. Okay. These are people who are loaning $1 million. Okay. Oh, I want my money back. Just because I got $1 million to loan doesn't mean it's $1 million for you to keep. You kidding? And somebody broke, they don't mind separating you from your money. Now, Lee Daniels, obviously, Lee Daniels, I would imagine, has money now, but maybe he didn't have that kind of money to start, but he was, something was getting ready to pop, obviously, right? But he didn't see fit to return this man's money. I bet you he returned that man's money.
They just go by what they hear.
Exactly.
Remember? And I'm the type of person that go by character.
Girl, at the Diana Ross concert, give me my money. Okay. I paid my $500 to get in here because, nigga, you gonna give me my $1 million back. I'm not playing with you. Girl, Dame Dash is not Jay-Z anymore. He's trying to hold on. He got kids. He's got mortgage. He's got bills. And he wants his $1 million. I bet you he won't be loaning anybody $1 million again.
So everything that I heard, even though I've known you to leave,
Gloria said we do that. Yeah.
I only seen you a handful.
How about we don't loan? The new thing is don't loan it out. Don't loan it out. And don't loan it out without papers and terms. If you're going to loan, I'm telling you guys, mark my words. Someone's going to think that you're cheap, but that's okay. You're going to still have your money. Somebody wants to borrow some money from you. Make a nice little agreement when it's going to be paid, how much you loaned, and what the schedule is. And I would even set them up on a damn auto pay through PayPal. Set them up on some reoccurring payments. And that's it. We don't even have to talk about it again. Okay? I'm going to set you up on some reoccurring payments. Are you going to set me up on your bill pay through Zelle? And I want my money. Okay? And that's if you even decide to become a bank. Okay? The best thing to do is just say no, keep it cute, and just say no, I'm sorry, I can't do it.
For times when we talked every day, I know character. That's why I was like, when I read it, when you was on the phone when I first came to it, I was like, oh, that's some bullshit right there. That's some bullshit too.
Break it down. I wasn't gonna write it on the tapestry, but I remember when I had my business over on Peachtree, the picture you sent me over there by that Shepherd Center. It's a homeless guy slept down there up under the fucking goddamn building for 5 fucking years, and he was a Vietnam vet. I didn't even fucking know it. So I let him come under. He was a drunk, but I didn't give a fuck. I just came home too, and I know I can trust him. So I said trust. He told me everything what them boy was doing outside of my business, inside who was coming. He would tell me every fucking thing. Okay, there was a fucking damn bum. But one day, Dion called me. Hey, you need to go to the store next door. Remember that video you sent me get some coffee? I was going to get a fucking newspaper that Dion told me I need to go get a newspaper. Guess what the newspaper was? The newspaper was when all the people get locked up, the show who got locked up throughout their week, he was in there. But what he was locked up for was the same fucking shit I just got.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I didn't believe it, and I went to my goddamn parole officer, and I said, man, what should I do? Parole officer told me to run. God told me to keep on working with the man and resolve it. Guess what? The man kept working for him for 6 fucking months, and I finally asked him, man, he said I was drunk, man. I don't know what happened. This. That man cleaned his whole fucking life up because I believed in him. And the man the 2 white men that own Bennett Street down there, that whole complex, they came down there and they picked him and asked me can he start working for them. That man been working for them ever since. We talking about 2009.
What in the damn sharecropper servitude ass shit is that? Who is coming to ask you, can someone come work for you? Do you own that man? Why would someone come ask you, can someone come work for you? First of all, I don't believe that story. I don't believe it. And what did that have to do with anything? So you had a drunk sleeping behind your store who was a snitch telling on everything going on as he's pretending to sleep, laying off to the side of the road, telling you who's pulling up, who's going in, what's going on. So Dion tells you go next door and get a copy of the latest of Slammer magazine of with all the mug shots from the night before last, and your employee is up in there. And then you still keep working with the guy, and then you get these are look, no offense to anybody, and maybe any of our white audience out there, maybe you do or don't know this. I'm getting ready to hit you up on something on Martin Luther King Day. There is a certain segment of the population who feel like they'll never admit it, but they feel like you're better. Okay. We're all equal on this Martin Luther King Day, but there are some people who do feel like y'all better. So they'll do stupid things like ask you for permission or let you come ask them dumb questions. Like, can your man come work for me? Okay. And that's not a you thing, it's a them thing. It's a inferiority complex. It's just some unfortunate brainwashing that has still stayed in their brains because they're still not free, even though it's the sharecropper mentality, right? So Nesto, because he feels less than, and just off rip put white people on a certain pedestal of better. And so does Sonya, because there is some subcategory of self-hate from a black perspective with these two numbskulls. He wants to tell some story that he helped this man so much that two white people came and said, can your man come work? What in the sharecropper foolishness, fake ass story is this? Okay. I'm so sorry. Like, this type of stuff aggravates me because unfortunately freedom starts in the head, in your mind. And these two fools are so low on the totem pole. They have no value in money. They have no value in self. And for some reason, they think that they are not as good as, so they put people on a pedestal. Sonya, when Sonya talked about the white Italian guy who she dated once upon a time, but he was fat, he was this, he was that, he was whatever. Girl, just stop it. These two people are just the absolute worst. They're the worst. Anyway, once again, here's Nesto telling us a story that is absolutely irrelevant. And is that supposed to show that he's a good guy? Is he supposed to be one of the good guys because he let a drunk come work for him? He probably paid him $20. The guy's basically de facto doing undercover security, basically as a drunk laid out watching everybody. Okay. But Nesto is a good guy because he let that guy work for him. Okay. And to the point where two people from down the street that own the shopping center came and said, can you loan your man out to us? Okay. That's why Nesto's in the trouble he's in. This man is stupid as I don't know what. And we've heard him say dumb stuff like, I'm down here with the white folks. I like it much better. He's ignorant as fuck. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He is really, really ignorant.
The man still working, catching the bus, got his own place, Vietnam vet. See, that's what I don't like when niggas just be talking. Actually, you remember that shit.
But what does that have to do with Nesto? He's a Vietnam vet. He's got his own apartment. He rides the bus, this, that. And what did you do? Because you gave him a little job because he was sitting out there anyway. So you asked him to keep an eye out and tell you what's going on. You maybe threw him a burner cell phone or something.
And I'm throwing shit out. Don't do that. Don't do that to that man. You don't know what that man been through.
Right. You don't know what got him where he at. Yeah. But all it takes is if you live in check to check, anybody can end up homeless. If you go to jail for 2 weeks, you lose your job, you can't pay your rent, you're homeless.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people live check to check. They can't afford a speeding ticket or tags. You know what I'm saying? So things like that is hard. And one little incident can change anybody's life, especially when you have a family living support.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that nigga baby
When you
shit.
get on the phone, what you need to tell him, well, you ain't talking to him more, but when
No, I'm done
just
with all
you need
that.
to look at character and and me that you know, not what the fuck you hear, but the person you know. And a lot of people are dumb and don't think like that. They just hear and go with it.
Y'all, if you're just now coming in, just like how Nesto wants to separate people from everyone, so does Sonya.
What they're saying. So, you know, okay, yeah, but you act like people don't get lied on. You act like there's no innocent people in jail. Everybody knows a third of everybody in jail are innocent, should not be there. Everybody knows that. Or they're overcharged, or they in there for 2 ounces of drugs and they sentence them to life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's good. Here's what he do. He say, "Oh man, I don't know how you gonna get yourself. How you gonna get yourself out of this shit here, man? 'Cause I don't know how you gonna turn it around, man. I'm just curious how you gonna turn it around."
See, that's friend.
That's what he said. And they got you so fucked up. How are you gonna turn this around? I just don't know how you gonna do it.
I hung up on him. That's negative Nancy. I hung up on him. Click.
Well, you know what? Just because you and Dre met in jail doesn't mean Dre's the same anymore. Dre may be a different person. It's been 30 years. He has a regular job. He's married to he was married to the same lady. He's got kids. He may that life that he was living once upon a time might be far behind him. And the fact that Nesto has continued to get himself into trouble year after year and all of this mess, maybe, that just doesn't mean anything to him anymore. You know what I mean? Like, when are you going to get yourself out of trouble? Nesto just wants people who are along for the ride. That's all he wants.
Myself, what did you just say?
I'd have been like, oh, he'll call you. I gotta go. Click and never call again.
That's what the man said.
That's what I would have did. I would have been like, he'll call. Yeah, man, I gotta go. Click. I'm not talking to that dude no more.
That's exactly what it said. That's exactly what the man said.
And that's the one that you was gonna hook Trisha up with, that idiot?
Yeah, no,
or the one that was
on. No. He's not an idiot. Just his thing. People ain't, if they ain't never experienced
that. He's an idiot. He might have a trucking company. He might be successful in business.
So he's an idiot at this moment. But what about future? Let's fast forward to this past week when she said she was going to hook up Sylvia with Dre. Like, so Dre and her may be cool now, but knowing what we know, Dre listens to the blogs. And if he didn't know what you've said about him, that he's an idiot, that he's this, he's that, you encourage Nesto to not be his friend anymore, y'all might be done. And if he doesn't know, he's going to know. I'll tell you that. If he doesn't know, he will know, I'm sure, because the internet's going to make sure that he knows. Okay.
But he's still an idiot.
Well, you know what? That's what he said to me today.
That's an idiot. He's an idiot.
They got your name so fucked up. I said to myself, man, they've been having my name fucked up. So what you talking about? This ain't nothing.
Why do I care? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up today and it could breathe down tomorrow.
Yeah.
So what do I care?
So, but I ain't worried about that shit.
And you're right. Listen, it'll fade just like it was news today. It'll be nothing tomorrow.
But anyway, so you keep me going. I love you very much. Thanks so very much. I am truly blessed to fucking have you. I'm not going to lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like a fucking through the whole goddamn world just because of my situation. It seemed like the shit just dropped. And I'm pretty sure Dan didn't even call you back here.
No, he didn't. Apparently he's still driving. Well, apparently he's still driving. But if I can get it that way, I'm not going to worry about it. But bank records will have it. Yeah. All your bank accounts will have your phone numbers. So they will have your information. So all I got to do is, you said those 2 banks. And then you should be able to get your phone because they were just your property. They're not really considered evidence.
Right, and they told me that we're going to keep for evidence. We're going to keep what evidence
for? They can't keep it for evidence because your crimes, your phone ain't got nothing to do with it. All of that shit. No. They can subpoena phone records so they don't need your phone.
Right. And they did
so what do you need my actual phone for? I didn't hit nobody with my phone. It's not part of any of my crimes that you're trying to say I was part of. and you have my phone records via the phone company because phones can have deleted messages. So the actual
She knows so damn much. It's like, my God, she thinks she knows so much all the time. It's like, shut up.
phone is not even important. It's when you go to the phone company, because that's what that bitch did. That did the football player like that. When she told her brother to come shoot his shit up, she deleted the messages. So they went to the phone company and got all the records because you can.
But you know what? A man that's out on the streets wouldn't deal with her. She got such a mouth on her. She thinks she knows every damn thing and she won't shut the fuck up. She's the type of person that makes you say stuff like STFU. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the type of person that makes you come out your mouth on her because she just won't shut her mouth. And she thinks she knows every damn thing. She's nauseating, right? It's like, damn, shut up.
Delete them. So to sit there and say, well, we need actual phone. No, you don't. All you need is his record.
Okay.
So,
you know what? I need the records because I got one of them from my business partner. I guess she got mad at me because when you just keep everything. I got all that text and then you know how you text somebody and then take a few minutes and then it start deleting itself. What you call it?
Snapchat.
No, it's a phone. It's a message that you can miss somebody and then it don't stay on that long.
That's Snapchat.
He's so fucking stupid. I cannot. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say this, and I'm really don't try to engage in shaming the victims or blaming the victims. But at the end of the day, it's a message that it don't stay on there long. It's a message. I mean, my God, he can't even say, like, he doesn't know how to express himself. It's a temporary message. It's a messaging app. I don't know which app it was, but I know when I would get a message, it just lasts for 24 hours. It's some sort of message and it don't stay on it. Oh, is this Snapchat? Don't you think that he would know if it was Snapchat or not?
Message that you can miss somebody.
You can miss somebody. It's a message that you can miss somebody.
That's Snapchat when it's gone in 24 hours.
Yeah, that's it. That's what that is.
Yeah, that's Snapchat. They get to
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
But so the parents can't see your shit after 24 hours is down. So that was.
I didn't know that was down. That was a regular text they sent me.
They send it, but Snapchat is the thing that disappears in 24 hours, and you can't trace it.
Girl, Snapchat got Alex Murdoch life in prison, okay? Snapchat, you mess around with social media and these apps if you want to, okay? Okay, I'm gonna just say, if you guys are familiar with the Alex Murdoch case and Snapchat did him in.
Wow.
That's all. Remember, because they're trying to make pedophilia. They're trying to make all of that kid trafficking and pedophilia. They won't pass the bill.
Why would you talk? The man has CP charges. Why would you talk to him about anything that has to do with anything like that? What does he need to hear that type of news for? She's dumb. She's a very dangerous woman, guys. I've said this a million times. This woman is dangerous. She has no filter and she has no fucking common sense. She is a real dummy. She really is. Like, he has CP charges, SA charges. Don't even run me any of that type of news. Don't even tell me anything like that. I don't need to hear that. What do I need to hear that for? I'm not that.
Still on that to make it illegal. They keep trying to fuck around with it in California and somewhere else because all of these rich people are the ones that's part of that shit. So
that's what the message is. When she sent me the message, then sometimes that shit just disappear.
It disappears. That's Snapchat.
All right, but okay. So what about
Man, you so old.
Yeah, because I don't be doing all that shit. That's what.
I know. That's what I was saying. I was like, she don't even know how to use a computer. I was like, she don't even know how.
It still can be on my phone, I reckon, right?
Snapchat, no, that shit is gone. But the thing of it is, regardless of all of that, it was a business deal that went awry, and that makes it again civil. So it's not criminal. Y'all had y'all.
Shit, damn, boy, I didn't even know that.
Oh.
Damn.
You gotta start hanging with your grandkids.
Because I'm not interested in that shit. I just never had.
I know.
Well, I sat and watched the when Alex Murdoch was on trial and the people from Snapchat came and sat and talked about how the system works, it's they have a certain amount of data storage and they can pull all that stuff up for a year up to 2 years. So, depending on what the information is, you might not have access to it, but they have access to it, okay? It's in the master data storage. So, okay.
I'm not interested. I don't have it, but I know what
Girl,
it is. Again, Katie keep me young, so you know how to go.
it was Snapchat and the people from Cadillac, the people that came with the GPS data from the OnStar system. When they came with that OnStar and the GPS data, like all that data that was collected from General Motors, that thing, that information that is stored in your car like a black box, between that Snapchat and just the discrepancies, him telling one story one place and another place. We're talking about Alex Murdoch, girl. And then it was this any of you guys who watch Alex Murdoch, I would say what some of my favorite testimony was the CFO from the law office when she was talking about him stealing and skimming from clients, skimming money off the books and turning in like different checks, not the full amount, how he was stealing from the law firm, and then the OnStar data from General Motors, and then the stuff from Snapchat, the experts who came to testify from Snapchat. Sir was done.
Yeah, I hang with the grandkids, but she's too young. But no, it's a hurdle. But like I said, I hope they let her do what she needs to do. I mean, get on your cases other than the sex case, but sex cases are the more important ones anyway. So that's more important than anything because everything else is easy bondable. But once you get and I told her, I said we need to get the date of these downloads and we need to get the actual device they're talking about this shit is on. And we need to know the site that this shit came from because if you go on the site and it's adults, then they bullshit. Because I think it's some bullshit. I know it's some bullshit because, like I said, all of this stuff should be civil.
Told me a whole lot. You have told me a whole lot that I didn't even know.
She's giving him bad information. So if you go to a site and it's an adult site, and there's adults on there, like she said, but they have CP on there, all of y'all are going. And you have a private investigator for what? There's not even any indictments yet. The two that were indicted were now null pros, and everything that he has open currently has no indictments on them. So it's like, what are you having someone investigate? What are they doing? There's no actual case. There's cases, but there's no indictments. So you say that you have a private investigator investigating and spending money on what? There's no indictments. Why don't you worry about just gathering money for eventually a bond or paying legal fees? You're paying an investigator to do what?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You pushed up on the right one, huh?
And you know what?
You ain't shit. Oh, you ain't shit. Anyway. Flirt.
You know what? Hey. Boy, I'm a ride or die forever and ever, boy. I ain't no lie to you. You know, that's how I am. And that what pissed me off my buddy today. Hey, I'm the one who went and came and got your ass out of the woods now. You forgot about that shit.
You need to put him back in the woods.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I think your circle, when all of this is over and done with, your circle is zero at this point because your two friends suck.
It's very.
Your son is over concerned. He got his issues, and that's why he's focused on. And I get that because he said he's looking at those two attempted murders when they try to rob him, and that's ongoing.
He's got 2 attempted murders, and you don't think that he has a right to be focused? His father is a whole felon who has spent a lot of his life in jail, and maybe Dion doesn't want to be that. Okay, Maybe Dion wants out of his situation. He has 2 attempted murders. It seems like these 2 men need to be focused on what they need to do. Dion doesn't sound like he has any extra money to send to his father because he needs it for himself.
And he's probably a hot mess behind that. I get
You know
that.
what?
Say that, let that be that.
Hold on. Who was there? Daddy.
Mm-hmm. So sometimes people can't give you that same energy back.
Nesto is like a father in name only. He wants, like, it's not, there's no reciprocity in the mother daughter parent child, you know what I'm saying? Like, as the parent, that's just, your kids may not ever pay you back for everything that you've done, and there should be no payback. If your kids can do for you one day, awesome, but there's no guaranteed reciprocity, and what I've done for you will be done for me. Like, there's just none of that. It's unconditional love. And at the end of the day, if he was there for his son, that's what you were supposed to do as his father. And as his father, you should understand that right now he's in a situation where he's facing 2 attempted murders. You shouldn't want anything from him. He needs to focus on himself.
And that's how you gotta just, well, that's your son. So you're gonna be there for your kids, and you will hope they'll be there for you. But sometimes they ain't got it. If evil in as hard as his mouth is, he's very soft. You getting? He just come off rough, but he ain't got the backbone because he can't multitask. He don't have children. Some things just, you know what I'm saying, help a person navigate through life. And right now, this is the only thing he's going through, and he feel like, you okay. So I can, it's fine.
Yeah.
You got me. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I am. I know it. I know I am.
You'll be fine.
Hard day to day.
You'll be fine. I mean, because all of this don't even like make any fucking sense. It's like a witch hunt, and they just was like, ooh, this is like, we got some records. Let's see what else we could dig up on him, and let's do the news thing. Let's make it like, because Roswell never makes the news. Why would we? Nothing goes on here. So let's concoct some shit. So that's why we're just gonna go all the way back to police, all that company, which I can't find out selling the I can't even find this shit on some biz.
I just cannot believe that this woman just talks out the side of her mouth like this. She's just ridiculous.
The secretary is not telling me anything. I said, I need to know the bank account that paid you, because if it's a check, it's going to be linked, because all bank checks are linked to an account.
They gotta make sense.
Yeah, it's going to all link back to who that person. I said, if they produce ID, I need to see that ID, to make sure it's, all of that. I said, because that, that tenant, and then Shirley's name is on the eviction too. She put her name on that shit.
I ain't never seen no folks. Don't know nothing about none of that shit.
Right, but her name's on it.
Yeah, but Dominique was there. Allegedly, according to the police reports, Alasia Alexander, aka Dominique, was everywhere. Dominique was helping Candy, aka Erica King, with the securing of the property. So, and your name was all over the place.
Dude, that bitch put your name, her name, and black.
And to top it off, sir, your Rolls Royce and 2 Harley Davidsons and a ambulance were parked out front. You're going to have to make it make sense as to how and why something you say you had nothing to do with, all your shit was up in there. So we don't know what was found in the house when they finally went through everything at the house. But if there's anything that is, I mean, your vehicles were found on the property. Well, so Sharonda, let me clear that up. So the properties with the lease, so Pine Grove Road is different from Bent Creek. Erica King showed up at the Bent Creek dispossessory hearings, which were the eviction hearings. That was Bent Creek, where Nesto and Shirley lived. They defaulted out on those rent payments, trying to use the COVID excuse. Okay. That was Bent Creek Manor. That was this place right here. Hold on. Okay. That's Bent Creek. Okay. They lived there. All right. That's where Erica showed up allegedly. Like, I didn't know she wasn't a lawyer. Okay. That's where
Boy,
that happened. Okay. But at the end of the day, um, that's where Erica showed up as a fake lawyer. Pine Grove Road are the two houses next door to each other that had the lease with Sheridan, Shirley, and Nesto's name. Where the only thing that he ever says is, "I never met those people. I don't know Mark." He says he doesn't know the landlord, and he says he doesn't know those people. But his name was on the lease. There was no furniture. They never moved in, but his Rolls Royce ambulance and two Harley Davidsons that were not owned by him, but the people were looking for those Harley Davidsons, put it that way. Okay. I can actually those are on the Erica King documents. Um let me see what it says. I can tell you what that is. Um is this uh there's some, I have to pull that up. Let me get that and we can talk about that. Um, those are on the Erica King documents. And they talk about those Harley Davidsons, who those belong to. Somebody named Regina and somebody else. I'll have to pull them up. When I pull them up, let me see if I can find them real quick before we break. Um, let's finish this. But yeah, Regina Delaney or somebody to that effect.
a day to day.
He'll be fine. I mean, because all of this don't even like make any fucking sense. It's like a witch hunt, and they just was like, ooh, this like we got some records. Let's see what else we could dig up on him, and let's do the news thing. Let's make it like, because Roswell never makes the news. Why would we? I think it was on here. So let's concoct some shit. So that's why I'm just gonna go all the way back to the lease, all that company, which I can't find out Illinois. I can't even find this shit on some biz or Georgia Secretary. It's not telling me anything. I said I need to know the bank account that paid you, because if it's a check, it's gonna be linked, because all bank checks are linked to an account.
They gotta make sense.
Yeah, it's gonna all link back to
Yes.
who that person. I said if they produce ID, I need to see that ID, to make sure it's, yeah, all of that. I said because
All of
that,
that. All of that.
that tenant, and then Shirley's name is on the eviction too. She put her name on that shit.
I ain't never seen no folks. Don't know nothing about none of that shit.
Right, but her name's on it too. That bitch put your name, her name, and Black Heritage Radio Trust
Don't know nothing
on
about
that lease.
Don't know nothing about them.
Right. So again, she that could be part of the things that she do, because looking at all her crimes and stuff, it makes sense that she does shit like that. Just like when she went to court and pretended to be and sign and all that shit. So her identity theft thing is her MO. And she knew you was a little.
It's like, okay, I'm getting ready to call you. Hey, I'm gonna call you at 1 o'clock. Let's run through a skit and drag Erica King and pretend like we don't know anything. Okay. I'm gonna call you. You play like you don't know what I'm talking about. And we gonna just drag Erica and implicate her in some stuff because we just need to reiterate for the YouTube streets. And just in case the prosecutors are listening, that we like, okay, just follow my lead. I'm gonna do my typical talk all over everything you say. Just say, but I wasn't there. Just say, I don't know nothing about that. Okay. I still think something fishy was going on between Nesto and Sheridan and that Khaleesi and that Khalees. Who's Khalees? And that lease maybe? Like he was threatening her or else her rent won't be paid. Well, okay. And it's possible. I mean, I don't know. I would imagine I don't know. We'd have to be a little more specific about like what was going on with him and Sheridan. I just, I would hope not. That's but stuff's happened. Nesto won't be able to produce a paycheck or tax document when it goes to court to justify anything he owns. He just needs to take a plea at this point, and that's if he's indicted. I mean, I agree with you, Vic. I mean, something obviously happened. Oh, I didn't see this. Hold on one second, guys. Let me Okay. Let me see what this says. Okay, so Dre ain't worry being called an idiot. Now he can keep now he can keep his $10, $100 and not even feel bad because he's got Sonia over there. Absolutely. Did I see this one? She has no money to help him. Nesto is a broke scammer. I'm good. I'm so glad Dre Lamont Dion. I think I read this one already before, but Dre, Lamont, Dion, and Shirley know without a doubt this dude is a super creep now. Absolutely. And then okay, so we got everything. Thank you guys. This is just a big damn mess. It's absolutely just a big mess. No doubt there's a multitude of texts between Nesto and Erica. Absolutely. I mean, look, shall I go to Instagram when she's over there, the queen of the South, when my OG calls? So when your OG calls, you mean to tell me, Nesto, you didn't know that the queen of the South was not an attorney? You didn't know that? But this call was in July. Their calls was made public, I believe, the month of August, September for sure. But what do you mean about that, sis? Um, I'm just joking. My little skit. I'm just joking. But this is what Sonia says. No matter what any of the time frame of the calls that they're on, they know that this was on a recorded line and the prosecutors could be listening and the prosecutors were listening. Sonia keeps referencing the Abu Dhabi and the girlfriend in Florida. Those calls were referenced before he left Fulton County. On that narrative that they talk about Josh Jones on the phone calls, when they reference Josh Jones on the phone calls in August, that was August of 22 when he was in Fulton County, right? We've never heard the calls from Fulton County, but the prosecutors have. But Sonia still, her dumbass, still wants to get on here and talk about that the calls don't exist from when Abu Dhabi and the girlfriend in Florida, but they do. They reside in Fulton County. So, as far as these calls not being publicized at the time, first of all, these calls are in July of 23. So, let's just be clear. This call right now, hold on a second. Let me pull up, take this, the screen cover off real quick. These calls, ma'am, are July of this. These were 4 months ago. So yes, they were just about to hit, but also keep in mind, Sonia had been in my comments for a month. So I've already put up 3 videos where now that she has revealed herself as to who she is, I've found her in my comments. She had been commenting since I started covering this story, and she was commenting other places as well. So, no, she wasn't talking about to the gravity of what we know now, but she was still pissed that Majeski and Jonathan Salmon and ADA Taylor, all of the assistant district attorneys who were speaking on the girlfriend situation, were mentioning it and saying that it was fake, but it wasn't fake. Those were from calls from Fulton County. No, the calls hadn't hit the streets yet, but the calls hit the streets in the sense that it was talked about in the bail hearing. So I don't know, I hope that answers the question and makes sense. Because right now, to your point, they really are just talking about what came out in the bail hearings, not so much what we were able to hear because we hadn't heard everything yet. So Sonia Sonia Caps. those Fulton County calls will be played. They're gonna be played during the trial. Okay, cherry, girl, we got that right. Yes, the Abu Dhabi and all of that. I just don't think that assistant district attorney. Look, people have their own experiences, and there are people out here in law enforcement that have done wrong, and we know that. And there are people that lie on their jobs every day. But at the end of the day, I don't think that anybody is sitting up here trying to lie on some damn Nesto. Nesto is not any type of big catch. Okay, he's just someone who they feel strongly about keeping off these streets. So I don't think anyone really needs to lie about Abu Dhabi and all of that stuff. I don't think it's that major of a deal that Kevin Majeski is going to give up his retirement and 401k and risk having issues for lying on this man. Also, I guess there is a certain degree of that lying that they can do within their job. I don't know. Girl, I know law enforcement can try to get you to say what they need you to say and tell you that they have things that they may not have. I don't know how the district attorneys work, but I think that when they come in front of a judge and say that they have something that can be used and that there's something that is a risk factor as to why the judge should make a certain decision, I would just imagine that they would have that. Maybe they do lie. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I've not been in the system to be able to even fact check it and don't care to. Okay. But Sonia seems to think everybody lies. And I think it's because she lies. They all got
A
caught.
little bit occupied and she got that shit off.
You got,
Got it all the way off.
yes.
Because one thing for
Period.
sure, you would have never knew about that unless you went to apply for something and the eviction came up. That's the only way you would have knew about that house being in your name other than this situation transpiring. Because anybody can go and put a house in somebody's name, and I would never know somebody could be down the street renting a house under my name unless they fuck it up and I get it.
You have 1 minute remaining.
But that house, that's the thing. They're not going to serve me at all my addresses. You know what I'm saying? They're going to serve me at that location. So I can rent a place and get evicted and not even know about it.
Well,
That's
listen,
right there.
So your fake lawyer with her fake Burberry outfit and probably her stolen Chanel bag in the Bentley, y'all two have walkie talkies. I mean, we saw it all on Instagram. Yes, ma'am, we saw it. We saw it all on Instagram. He's wanted in California on transferring vehicles to this side of from the West Coast to the East Coast. Nesto has a proof. Where? Hello, hello, hello. Yes. Where is Dominique? Where is Alasia Alexander? Where's Dominique? Hello. Where is Alasia? We've been asking that for a long time. Hello.
There is a crime a person can get away with.
well, I love you very much. I'm fine.
Very, 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 very much.
Yeah, I'm good. Yes, very, very much. So I'm straight. I'm satisfied. Thank you so much again.
I'm satisfied. Remember when he said that to Shirley? Girl, Sonia, that don't mean it. I'm satisfied. Nesto just finished telling Shirley he was very satisfied with the wife that he has at this time. And I love you very, 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 very much. And then he would get off the phone and call your very, very, very thirsty ass.
Yeah, all that extra shit, I'm not even interested in that. My freedom is very, very important. Yeah.
Nesto sounds like he just came back from the nurse's office and they gave him one of his good chill pills and they told him to go lay down.
So, brother, that's weak shit. I really don't want to entertain them that.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing what they're doing. They done moved on. I done moved on. I'm in jail. I got to think about my freedom. All that other shit
Of
don't
course.
matter. Yeah.
Nothing matters right now. Just focus on your freedom and just think about everything so that you can
Thank you for using Global Telling.
In the name of
Thank you
Jesus.
for
Okay.
watching. Please
Look,
like,
let me tell you something. Okay, I moved the call to 2:30, but do you guys wanted it do you guys want it at 2 o'clock? You wanted it 1:30? Like what time you want it now? Just to call 7 and 8? Because I can go and fix it. Okay. Um, because when you guys hear call 7 and call 8, you're gonna be like, what? See? Okay, back in October of 2022. Don't play with me. I'm trying to tell y'all, okay? This is going to be when Nesto gave Sonia Dion's phone number, okay, to call Dion and set up the power of attorney. And he's speaking on Sheridan and telling him why he don't really fuck with Sheridan and that Shirley knows all about it. Okay. Sonia thinks she can speak on Dion because Nesto was sitting up there speaking on Sheridan. They speaking on wait till okay, and then also call number 8. This is when Sonia starts talking about her daughter, Miss Sydney, and how she had like a 62-year-old boyfriend. Nesta was like, really now? Okay. Oh, okay. She likes old heads like me? He didn't say that in so many words, but And I saw someone in the comments talking about why would you tell Nesto that your granddaughter is home by herself at night by herself? Okay, 2:30. Give you guys a okay, 2:30, 2:30. Some people are saying now, some people are saying 2:30. Now. Okay, let's just break it up and say 2:00. Let's just do 2. Let me give you guys a minute so you can go get a sandwich. All right, let me do this. Okay, so what else do we have to talk about? Are we going to go see Shirley? Do you guys want to do that right now? Because I don't know if I'm going. I know phone calls from prison is coming tonight. It's a lot. Y'all gonna be sick of me. Thank you. Is it Chris? Chrys. Chris. Nesto did not have all that mouth during the call. Dion Davy, thank you so much. Vicky Vale, thank you so much. Overcomer, thank you. Do you think Erica will rat him out? Absolutely. Why wouldn't she? Absolutely. She should. She should. If it means your freedom or his, I would. I mean, at the end of the day, ma'am, they say is quite ill. And not that that's the right thing to do. I know it's not cute to be a rat or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's also less cute for a woman to be in prison than it is for a man. I'm sorry. Men can wear that jacket all day, every day. I'm not doing orange is the new black. I'm so sorry. I'm just not. I would not. And that's it. Poll what? What do you want me to poll? Let me get on this laundry. I think so. It just depends. You know, sometimes like my house is very nice and quiet at a certain time. And then I don't like to be live because then my husband's gone to sleep and then I don't get into the bed till late. And you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to get in the bed on time. You know what I'm saying? Like you can miss stuff if you don't get into the bed on time. Ma'am, I need my tea right now. Okay. Okay, so we'll get to I'm gonna write down Shirley and her strawberry letter for tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. Okay. Let's do this. Let me give you guys, let me do this. Hold on. Okay, how do I do this? All right. Let me fix this. I am gonna bump it up because 2:30 is like an hour and a half away, damn near. But we're gonna make it I'm going to bump it to 1:45. I feel like that is a very good compromise. That way it's not too late. But yeah, she's talking a bunch of junk. And this is just another one of the, like, now that we know a lot more, now that we know more, I feel like we can actually, it makes more sense, right? 7 and 8. Oh, okay, that's not what I needed to do. I was trying to figure out what I needed to do. Okay. I'm rolling this one into that one. Okay. I'm rolling this into that. I think I did that already though. Did I roll this? Okay, so when this ends, you guys, this is going to roll you right over into 7 and 8. Oh, and what I need to do on that one is to adjust the time of the premiere. Okay. Adjust the time of the premiere to, is it 1:45? Okay. Today's the 15th. Okay. 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 I think I fixed it to 145. Y'all. Okay. All right. I'll be in the chat, of course, because this is already pre-recorded. I'm gonna work on the next set. I guess I skipped yesterday. That was my bad because I was trying to do every day, but sometimes it just like yesterday was a bit much. Okay. And okay. Okay. I think you guys have everything. Are there any other questions? So that's our reaction to the last video from Phone Calls from Prison. You guys are amazing. Sonya is a damn pick me ass, trick ass, low self-esteem, sorry excuse for a woman of 2024. It's really sad, but I would be mad too if I had to walk around with that ratchet ponytail and filters all the time. At the end of the day, it's not giving what she thinks that she wants it to give. If the filters don't match up when you get up off of the filter, it's not good. I mean, she's not a bad looking woman at all, but at the end of the day, ma'am is so heavily photoshopped, filtered, that when we see shots like this and see the real, it's like, ma'am, come on, just relax. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything is not rooted in how you look. If she would stop talking so much about how she looks or that it's a problem because she looks good, it's not a problem because you look good. It's a problem because you think you look that good. That it's like, sis, it's not that major. It's not that major. It's not that serious. Okay. She's not bad looking at all. But at the end of the day, you are a trick ass, thirsty, middle aged broad who is over here capping for a whole bum ass, broke scrub sitting in the county. Okay. That's not cute. It's not cute at all. Nobody is envying you. Nobody is jealous of you. And if there's people out there that want Nesto, you better watch out, sis, because if they got a couple of coins to rub together, I've seen it on numerous occasions. There might be someone right in your bushes that is sitting there trying to get the information so that they're going to get to Nesto and they'll be talking to Nesto and he'll be pulling up, he'll be walking out the county and they're going to be taking off with him in her Bentley because you're not one of these chicks in Atlanta that got Bentley, okay, that has Bentley money and that has any money. But Nesto is just that type of dude to have it all set up and could be talking to whoever he feels like he needs to be talking to. Because just like he's talking to you on the low, he could be talking to someone else. So don't think you're the only one. There could be someone sitting right up in your bushes. We have all seen it on the internet. There could be somebody who sent him a letter already. Okay? And if that happens, girl, we going to be laughing. Just know. Just know that everybody's going to be laughing at you, okay? So don't even worry about it. It's going to happen. Okay? Cuz it's going to be funny and you need to be laughing too. Wait. Oh, that's funny. I showed you guys my whole back office. I don't think you guys saw anything though. Okay. Let's see. When I switch screens. Okay. Anyway, guys, let me let y'all go. Let me handle this business. You guys are so much fun. This was fun. I'm gonna try and come back tonight. I'm just gonna see how I feel. But this was fun. Depending on the call tonight, I might, but I don't know if we're gonna just like react to the whole thing just because that can be like 2 hours and I just hate to keep my family up with me talking and whatever on live stream. You know what I'm saying? Just to be considerate to my people. You understand? So anyway, but I might, depending on what's going on. So, but if I do, I'm probably like legit going to be live immediately. Okay. And I won't keep y'all long. All right. but we do need to, like, there's some stuff that we need to do. We need to do some case review, and we need to go back to kind of talking about what we know and any changes. Also, that does remind me I need to file my Rule 22 so I can broadcast the next hearing. I hope the next hearing is good. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let y'all go. You guys have a wonderful afternoon. Make sure to like this live. I have about 601 that have hit the like button. There's over 1,000. We had about 1,200 at one time. So if you did not hit the like, take a minute to do me some justice. If you enjoyed this live stream, go ahead, hit the like button for me. Help me out. Let YouTube know that you enjoyed this, and make sure if you are a new subscriber to hit that notification so that you can be back. So I will see you guys in a little bit for the premiere of call 7 and 8. Okay. And they are good. Okay. And uncut. All right. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Take care, guys. You guys have a good afternoon.